In the meantime, the Joint Air Patrol monitored flights between the Philippine and United States Air Forces over the Luzon Strait and West Philippine Sea last week drew challenges from Chinese naval or militia forces, which was essentially ignored for all the right reasons. Described as a provocative act by China, the joint patrol activity is part of a continuing series between the two countries since the last quarter century. Our Patrick De Jesus has more details, to include an invite extended to House Solon Paulo Marcoleta to visit the Kalayaan Island Group.
During the joint air patrol last week over the Luzon Strait and the West Philippine Sea, where two B-52 bomber aircraft of the United States and two FA-50 jets of the Philippines flew together. The Philippine Air Force confirmed that several radio challenges were transmitted by Chinese forces in the area where the exercise was conducted.
Hindi lang natin alam kung sa Coast Guard, sa Navy, pero it's from them. It was telling us that we are approaching a Chinese territory and yung nire-request tayo to turn back. Pero it was broadcasted over the international frequency na narinig naman ng lahat doon sa training area. But we are within our exercise back.
The pilots of the Philippines and the U.S. did not heed this and continued with the exercises such as air defense scenarios and strengthening airspace coordination. According to China's PLA Southern Theater Command, they also conducted a naval and air routine patrol on the same day as the U.S. and Philippine exercise, which they protested and described as provoking trouble and undermining peace in the region. The PAF said they did not monitor any other aircraft during the U.S.-Philippines joint patrol. They also asserted that the activity of the allied nations is legal within the jurisdiction of the Philippines.
Sila yung nagkakos ng instability nga because of those statements that they have they have this illegal presence in our EEZ, and nakikita natin doon sa coercive and aggressive actions nila against our aircraft and even our ships sa ground. Yung patrols natin, these have been coordinated, these have been pre-approved, and this is within our territory and jurisdiction.
Meanwhile, following the controversial statement of Senator Rodante Marcoleta, PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Commodore J. Tariela also invited the senator's son, Sagip Party List Representative Paulo Marcoleta, to visit the Kalayaan Island Group. This is related to the statement of Congressman Marcoleta, who said that the PCG spokesperson and other senators should lead or be fired from a cannon in the event of war, and whom he also called traitors for supposedly putting Filipinos at risk. In response, Tariela questioned why there is a need to threaten through disrespectful statements that weaken rights and sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. He said it would be an honor to bond with the Marcoleta father and son to visit the KIG, including Pag-asa Island. Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson also said that Congressman Marcoleta's ad hominem statement was inappropriate and also challenged him to visit the KIG. Senator Marcoleta, in response to the invitation for a KIG tour, challenged them to hold a friendly debate first.
Kita-kita muna kami para sa isang friendly debate bago pa yung pagpunta doon. Para sa ganun maayos natin, para sa kapakanan natin.
Amid the continuing heated exchanges regarding the West Philippine Sea, Malacanang assured that the administration's position remains unchanged in protecting the rights and sovereignty of the Philippines.
Ganun pa rin po ang posisyon ng Pangulo. Wala pong anumang bahagi ng teritoryo natin o anumang interes ang iso-surrender sa anumang foreign power. Pero dapat din po tayo maging tugma sa ating ipinapahayag. May kasabihan nga tayo, ang magtanim ng hangin, bagyo ang aanihin.
Patrick De Jesus from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.